Hi everyone, I'm Jalif Mohammed Shaun. This is my journal for this week. After our last week class, I have edited some parts of our project proposal. I have changed some parts as create a new chapter of related works, different chapter for impacts, and then I have completed the requirement analysis of our project with our group member, and I have made the weekly video and progress video of our project and the journal. Thank you everyone.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, I am Loma Choudhury. This is my 6th week journal. Last week we mentioned that we were being asked to develop a database and a basic design for our project. So we did that throughout the week. Firstly, all of our group members together designed a temporary database, roughly to understand it well. Then we draw it finally in a big chart with all our necessary tables and entities and their relations. This is our temporary database, so when we will finally start our project implementation, many new entities can be added or many might be eliminated. Then we made a design of our pages and features or operations of our project. We created almost all the pages for server side and client side. Then our group members met with PyLabs and showed them our update. They now assigned us to create a flowchart of our project. Also told us to start implementation. This week they created some changes to our project idea. Some new features come from it. So now we have to design our project according to that. Our next task is, as usual, we made our journal video. This week we have to do our project update video also. So I did this as well. That is all I did in this week.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, I am Intisharul Islam. This is the 6th week and 4th journal of our project. Previous week, PyLab told us to do our basic mockup design and ear diagram design. At November 4, we started our mockup design. All of my group members discussed and made a client-side design of our project. At November 5, we started our ear diagram. It's not the final design because during work design will be changed randomly. For this reason, we made a basic design to show PyLab that we will have this kind of field in our project. At November 6, we designed our server part design. Though our design is so huge, so that we decide to work on part by part, and each part will be design each of our group members. In that case, 3 part assigned in my side. At November 7, in this week, I didn't went to PyLab office. 3 of our group members went to PyLab office for our weekly meeting. Our group member meeting with them and show them our week progress. This week, they told us to make a flowchart and told us to start our front-end designing. November 10, all of our group members made their 4th week journal video and our weekly progress video sent to me. I edited our video and uploaded it on our Capstone United YouTube channel and shared the link with our faculty, TA and mentors. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I am Rabia Kaikas. It was our 6th week class. This week we had basically completed 2 things. Ear diagram, entity relationship diagram of our project and mock design of our project. We had made our ERD together in university. After completed this, I drew it on an art paper 2 by 28. When I found some problem there, so Isra Jahan and I corrected some table of our ERT. We have divided our full software mock design into some part. My part was records. I designed record part. I followed Teenage car parking software as an example. At 8th November, I attended another meeting with PyLab. We showed our ER design and mock design to our external mentor, Mr. Hassan, and also described full ERD and system design. He corrected some things and also gave us some new suggestions. He told us to give him one copy of ERD and system design so that he can update more. He suggested us to implement the system part by part. He told us to implement the entry part. He also described how to implement this part in our system. We have hardware part, so it can be collapsed anytime. For that, we must implement some manual workspace for handling that problem. For security, we will take picture of vehicles and store it in database when it enter into our parking space. For this part we will use IP camera, but we didn't know anything about IP camera, so I studied about how to integrate this camera with our software. Our mentor also said to make flowchart of our project, because by this flowchart we can easily understand how our software will work step by step. It will help our implementation too. So I started making our flowchart. This week we went to our mentor Dr. Salakul Islam sir described about our work. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Israt Jahan. It was our 6th week. This week we had basically completed two things: database of our project and mock design of our project. We had made our database together in university study room. After completed this database, I check it again in my home. Is every relationship do work properly? Then I corrected some table of our database because had some problem there. We have divided our full software design into some part. My part was account setting and report. I designed these two parts. I got some design idea from Tnet car parking software. After completed these two parts, we did another meeting with PyLab. We showed our database and design to our external mentor and also described full database and system. He corrected some things and also gave some new suggestion. He want one database and design copy so that he can update more. He suggested us to implement the system part by part. He said first implement the intergate part. He also described how to implement this part. In our system have manual and auto both, so when we implement this we must have these two options. In this part we will use IP camera, but we did not use this camera any previous work. So studied about this topic, how I integrate this camera with our software. In this meeting, our mentor also said make flowchart of our project, because using this flowchart we can easily understand how our software will work step by step and it will help our implementation. So I started analysis our flowchart. Thank you.